What is morally okay but illegal? Paying someone else's parking meter. Stealing food from a supermarket's garbage container. Edit. Thanks for all the approval. For clarification, I live in Germany. To be honest, I don't know if it is illegal now, but some years ago it was definitely. Pirating shit that isn't being sold anymore. Downloading games and other media that have been abandoned by its creator, owner. Unmarried women to go fishing alone on Sundays in Montana. Where I live in regular suburbs, you can't just put up more than one shed in your backyard. Edit. I did not expect this to explode, but apparently there are a lot of upset shed people too. Feeding the homeless in some places. Where I live, it's illegal to name a pig Napoleon. In some places in the US, helping the homeless. Buying liquor on Sundays in many parts of the US, they're called blue laws, and they're still on the books in many US states and counties. Handling a salmon under suspicious circumstances while in England. That picture of Putin. It would be cool if supermarkets donate the food to whoever signs some papers letting them know the risks of eating the food to make sure they don't get lawsuits or sued because the amount of food they throw out is outrageous. Distilling your own alcohol, without a permit. I can grow all the stuff myself, legally. I can make booze up to a certain strength, legally. But I can't legally heat it up and let it cool down in order to improve the flavor and alcohol content, even if my only goal is to drink it myself, unless someone tells me it's okay. I'm not saying I want to make my own bathtub moonshine, but buying beer at 6 in the morning. I work nights, and sometimes I'd like to go pick up a sixer after a long shift, but I can't because of these puritanical laws in this country. Edit. To those asking, yes, I can and do buy beer ahead of time. But that's not the point of the thread. Also, I live in America, and the laws here vary drastically not only state to state, but county to county even. I don't want to get too specific, but where I live alcohol sales are prohibited from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. Building something to live in on your own property without paying some random person for it. A doctor euthanizing a person, that is mentally stable, who has a terminal or quick progressing illness. Having sex with a consenting adult for money. Reverse cowgirl in the great state of Alabama. In Massachusetts, you can duel your friend to the death on Sundays, but only if the governor is present to observe. Edit. Tie for all the great feedback. For those curious, I have already accepted a challenge and just asked that someone working for the governor reach out to me so we can coordinate. Tie. Update. Still haven't heard from anyone at the governor's office. Can someone make this happen? Picking up hitchhikers. Teachers making copies of copyrighted material without publisher approval. In many states, showing an adopted person their own original birth certificate. Or telling them who their biological family is. Being gay in some countries. Sleeping on the park bench while not having a home. Rule of thumb. If you see somebody steal baby formula, and I cannot emphasize this enough, you did not see them steal baby formula. Edit. Thanks for the reward, but if you care considering buying a reward for my comment, use that money towards helping someone who is struggling. Defending yourself from police brutality. Psychedelics. Prostitution. Somehow it's illegal until you record it. Smoking weed. Consensual, ethically practiced prostitution. Like, the Institute of Prostitution in its current form needs an overhaul, but two people meeting, deciding on a fair price for services rendered, and one party paying another party for consenting sexual acts, while all parties take necessary precautions to have safe sex. Not at all ethically problematic. Second oldest profession in the books. A financial and emotional boon for the world. Paying for someone else's expired parking meter. Feeding birds on your balcony. Euthanasia. Stopping companies from destroying the environment. Angle grinder man, in the UK. He'd cut the wheel boots off people's cars with a gas-powered quick-cut grinder while dressed as a superhero. Keeping up with traffic so you don't cause an accident. Poorer countries breaking patents to provide affordable medications. Flashing your lights to warn other vehicles that a cop is nearby. Wearing high heels without a permit in Carmel. Stealing an animal that is being abused, neglected. Dumping and uploading old game cartridges online. The original publishers don't sell them anymore, and if we don't preserve them in a digital archive, they're gonna be gone forever at some point. There should be laws letting this happen. We can't just watch our favorite games literally disappear and not do anything about it. Nintendo also actively takes down websites that archive games they haven't sold for 20 fucking years. Giving water to illegal immigrants heading for the US. Victimless crimes. Collecting rain in barrels, depending on the state here in the US of A. Pirating Adobe. There is absolutely no reason they should charge monthly for one piece of software over a one-time purchase. Medically assisted death. It's not illegal everywhere, but it's definitely illegal a good number of places around the world. Collecting rainwater. It's literally falling all around us, but you have to pay a company to pump it through your house or get it bottled. Jaywalking. Nonviolently protesting illegal wars and torture.